Somebody told me money rules the world. I know you heard that shit. Money the root to all evil, blessings and murder shit. I slave away for 10 hours a day at work and just finally got my check with the
Yo, welcome to Across the Board podcast. That was Joyner Lucas. He's been on the trending news right now, you know, for YouTube for his I'm Not Racist video. Welcome to Across the Board podcast. I don't know if I said that, but I'm saying it again. To my left, we have Ricky.
Yes, sir. Ricky's back. Joyner Lucas, man. Welcome to viral land.
And across the board from me, we have DJ Ness.
What's up? Hola, ¿cómo estás? I'm with a dog today, so I might be out of focus, but what's up?
All right. So as Elliot plays with my new foster puppy, Joyner Lucas, he's actually a native. He's from Worcester. He's from the city of Worcester.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta say Worcester.
Worcester. Yeah. He was actually on the BET Cyphers, I believe, this year. So if you want to just do some background check on him and listen to him, his CD is actually his phone number. He did some. What was that other rapper from high school? Who is? What's his name?
Shit.
Soulja Boy?
No, the dude that put his number on the CD cover, like call me.
Hey man, that's
I think
marketing.
It was Soulja Boy.
That's
No,
marketing.
it wasn't Soulja Boy. It was another dude. Whatever. This dude's number is on the CD cover. So that's Joyner Lucas. Today we have some topics again. You know, another day, another Trump. We just can't get rid of this guy no matter what we talk about.
Time out, dude. That's like legit, like a nice phrase. Another day, another Trump. Yes, that's legit, bro.
I don't know what to do. Like every time I turn around, this dude's on the news doing some other crazy shit.
Hey man, we're like CNN, we're like Fox News. We gotta fill the airtime so Trump gets a slot.
Jesus, like. I mean, this week he's calling our governor in Massachusetts, our Senate seat, Pocahontas, during a recognition for Native Americans. Like, they're sitting there like, are you serious, dude? In front of a Jefferson?
Yeah, man, they're wearing their full, like, Native American garb. And by the way, they were actually...
Wind talkers.
They're wind talkers, and they were being honored because they fought in World War II or helped us in World War II. When I say us, America. Yeah, good shit.
Right, and then he's using Pocahontas. Pocahontas is a real person, guys. It's not just a Disney character. You do know Pocahontas is a real person.
Oh, I know that for sure. Yeah, just another Trump, another day, another Trump, like you said.
That's a good one though. Another day, another Trump.
That's a good one. Copywritten Across the Board podcast.
Besides that, we're gonna just quickly dive into the Jada and Fab album. You know, since I'm a huge Jada and Fabulous fan. I know these guys are too, but I know at least Ricky didn't listen to the damn album.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna point that man out. How you gonna not listen to the album?
Honestly, on the way over, I listened to the intro, which is fire,
Bro,
by the way. The intro is fire.
I love Nomar Garcia Parra. I'm not watching YouTubes of him. I just feel like I'm past it.
Nah, but you watched him when he was playing baseball.
I did, and I do. Now I love Jada, Kiss of Death. You know, I'm with Jada.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Ha.
And Fab too, man. Fab was on a run. You know those Fab mixtapes that used to drop on like Christmas.
Oh yeah,
dope. Those
But he's never turned down because he's had a couple mixtapes.
No, Fab's consistent.
He's had
Fab's
a couple
consistent. Every year
he's dropped
music.
like the Soul tapes.
That's what I'm talking about. Those we used to drop on Christmas. The Soul tapes were legendary.
No, but he also dropped the other ones, the new ones that he dropped with I forgot the name, but whatever. But he's actually in this album, Ricky. He's a little more conscious of the outside environment, so he's doing a little like social, like he's going at Trump too. So I mean, we'll dive into it. Then we got Justice League versus Infinity War preview. You know, Elliot's a big Marvel comics,
who isn't
DC comics. Like we all grew up on it.
I'm all on
but
that.
Elliot's a lot more in tune.
I'm
with
into it. Yeah, I'm into it. I know the ins and outs.
I watch it after it's back on DVD. I just catch up in a row. Elliot's about another thing. We're gonna also bring up, you know, last week was Thanksgiving. We if you heard the last episode 8, again this is episode 9. If you heard episode 8, you know we talked about us growing up for Thanksgiving. Let's talk about Christmas shopping and Black Friday and Cyber Mondays. You know, like this is a big, like this is where people spend the money. This is where companies go from red to black.
Watch your check. Watch your bank accounts, boys. Watch.
That's
watch
all the credit
debit
cards get maxed. All these points get in there. All
This
these
is-
late
this-
fees.
This is where you
the
forgot to pay your rent.
Yeah.
Check those overdrafts.
Yo, do you think that if you work at a credit card company or whatever, do you think this is the month, or is it January the month that you start calling people like, yo, well, where our money at?
Nah, this is the month you'll see people start opening shit.
Oh yeah,
So you know people are just like, I'm gonna open this new
because
credit card.
every store is
And they
gonna
would-
every store is gonna be like, hey, if you open a card with today, you can save 10% off on the whole order.
I cut them off. I was like, "Thank you for asking. No, I don't want a TJ Maxx card."
Yep. Oh yes.
Thank you for
Yo,
asking.
Yo, that was one of the
Sorry.
ones that I was thinking about.
No.
TJ
All right,
Maxx.
All right, before we get too deep into that, because we got a lot of things to say about that. You know, we have people we have to buy gifts from, and we have to buy gifts for ourselves. You know, we can't just spend money on the people. But we'll get into that. Let's talk about this Trumping.
That's a good one. Another day, another Trump. That's a good one.
Another day, another Trump.
Another day.
Ricky,
another Trump.
Ricky, explain this.
Yo, the
to me.
funny thing is, when you say let's talk about this Trumping, the fucked up thing about it is I don't even know which one you're talking about because it's Friday.
My
December-
dude, just pick one.
It's what I'm saying. It's Friday, December 1st, right? And we do these podcasts on Fridays. Just this week alone, there's been like 7 things, and each one seems like it's more serious than the next. So at this point, that the topic itself is just the fact that there's always a topic. Another day, another Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I quickly went over the Pocahontas issue. Then you have this man went in days. Pocahontas on Monday, anti-Muslim on Tuesday, supporting the pedophile on Wednesday, bringing up the Christmas situation on
Yo, the way you're setting it up, that's just like it's an SNL skit. This
Right.
dude literally
Legit.
has it's on shuffle. Like today, I'm gonna talk about like Native Americans. Tomorrow, I'm gonna talk about
Muslims.
Muslims. The next day, it's gonna be about Christmas versus every other holiday.
I remember, like when other presidents, I'm so upset. I don't even know. For example, what was the worst thing that President Bush did to you in your eyes?
here's the kicker. Like, this dude is so bad. We think President Bush was a godsend at this point.
Exactly where I'm going. And then Bill Clinton with Monica Lewinsky, that's like the worst shit. And back then, it's like, oh my god, but that wasn't impeach worthy. What this motherfucker's doing is like, man, fuck, man. Like we were like that. Can we go back? Can we go back into like fucking Bush and Clinton
This shit is wild.
It's wild.
This shit is wild, man. There's nothing like it, so it's hard to even compare. But to your point, by comparison, it makes you miss everybody else. That being said, though, I think we just don't know about it. We're getting to the age where we're paying attention more. It could have been this bad for Clinton or for
Obama,
Bush or
Obama. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I feel like this is
dude.
this
Presidents
is
have gotten killed out here.
right, but I think we're paying attention more because this just seemed like disaster since we saw it. Like it just seemed disaster. Like we've seen some people, like we don't even talk about the vice president. If the vice president, like he's not that good.
Is he still alive? Is he around?
Yeah,
Pence?
he's
around.
He's just doing stuff Trump tells him to do, like
Yeah.
leaving football games.
We
'cause
just
people
got some news in the you talking about latest news. The latest news is that the FBI just dude pled guilty. His
security advisor.
his national security advisor Flynn just pled guilty. I lied to the FBI because they told me to. So again, next week we'll have another topic on Trump.
I'm sure.
The next week we'll have another one. But you know what? At this point, we need to just accept that he is fucking here. And I don't know that because
My man, I accepted it. I just can't still believe it.
But
it's
meaning
here.
we're all kind of assumed that he was gonna you said it last week, Dre, that you're expecting him to like say something that he can't take back or that he
It's
can't
getting
come
close.
back from.
It's getting close.
Very,
Like, dude,
yo,
and all these
my
little
guy
things,
plays limbo.
every little things that every little thing that he's doing,
My man.
quote unquote wrong or whatever. Like it's not being forgotten. Like at one point, it's gonna be like, all right, dude, like the fuck, man, like this is the last straw.
I'll tell you what, this FBI case just sounds like the noose is getting a little tighter every week. It just here's the killer, right? They start doing this, like FBI stuff starts showing up, and then you have Comey on Twitter just reciting Bible like scriptures every time. Like Flynn pled guilty. My man put a Bible scripture on, like, yeah. Like
Yeah.
we know
Yeah.
this is coming.
Another day, another Trump. Exactly like you said,
Put
man.
that on a t-shirt. We got to start selling
Nice Trump.
t-shirts.
Nice
Yeah.
Trump.
Hit us
Yeah.
on Twitter, at the ATB podcast if y'all would buy a shirt. Buy a shirt. Another Trump,
Yeah.
another day, another Trump.
Yeah, and
Copywritten.
copywritten also on Instagram, the Cross the Board Podcast, on Facebook the same way. Follow us, comment, tell us what we're thinking about. I mean, what we're I'm fucking drunk
Dropping
already.
the social medias out
Yes.
here. If you follow us,
We gotta
we're
expand.
everywhere.
We're expanding, man. We're on iTunes, we're on the Google Play.
Speaking of expanding, let's expand our we've thanks to DJ Ness today. My man brought Remy Martin
VSOP with the dot in between those letters, by the way. This is a drink that Ricky reminded me earlier that my brother-in-law put me on like about plus 10 years ago. I was too young to handle it. It got me fucked up. It just reminded me of the old days. It's a good one. It's not. It's
It's an oldie but a goodie. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's nothing
The
it's
VSOP.
nothing special. It is special to me. Nothing special probably to you guys, to the listeners. But
my man brought the extra big bottle too.
Hey, man, it was
he
on-
ain't playing around
it was
today.
on sale, bro. He was trying to sell me the Ciroc vanilla French vanilla.
The French vanilla. Oh,
And
okay.
he was like, "Oh, I got it. I don't got it in the front, but I got it in the back. You want one?" I'm like, "No. It's $30, man. It's $30." But dude, I just spent $70 on
Thought
this.
you were a Ciroc boy.
He probably.
I've never
Yo,
bought
they
a
probably-
bottle.
they probably
I've
mix it.
bought a bottle of Ciroc for my sister. I've never bought a Ciroc for myself. For my
I think
Actually,
I
I did this summer. I bought the summer colada. That shit was pretty alright.
I think.
and not that I don't. It doesn't. I just don't buy.
It's
I
a
don't
summer
buy
drink.
vodka.
Like
Yeah,
I
it's
do
a
it for
summer
like
drink.
summer drink. Like did the summer colada with some orange juice.
it's a summer
Straight
drink,
chillin'.
and it was fire. You know what else was fire?
Jada and Fab. Freddie versus
Why you
Jason.
lying? You know what else was fire? You haven't listened to it.
Yo, I heard.
He
no,
said
no,
he listens to
no,
the first song.
No, on
He
the
said
first. No, actually on my Google playlist, like on the top 100, I think the intro was like number 20.
Yo, the intro's on crazy
The
shit.
intro is on some shit. The intro's on some shit.
Yeah. Ricky, you're missing out. Jada's usually on the social conscience. He's talking about stuff. Fab,
Al Qaeda Jada.
Al Qaeda Jada. I don't know about all that, but top 5 dead or alive.
No, but it's. I mean, I haven't heard it, and I'm not saying I'm 100% sure it's a great album, but from knowing Fab and Jada, I'm sure it'll be dope. It'll be.
It feels kind of short. I'll tell you that much.
I saw the times on each song. I'm like, it's.
I didn't realize that they were like to the point where they would.
I didn't know they
collab
were
with each
cool.
other.
I didn't know they were
Yeah,
that cool.
That's what I'm interested in.
I'm sure all rappers are cool with each other, but that's the
It's a
two,
New York vibe.
That's the two rappers.
Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn and Yonkers.
But if you
right?
think about it, Jada is more like, oh, raw nigga, like, oh shit, and Fab is more on the not too much, but more on the pretty boy side because of the clothes that he wore, that the things he was rapping about. So to me personally, them two meeting together is like, whoa, shit.
Well, I just never seen their circles overlap.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't see them on features on
And-
each
and we
other's
would-
stuff. So
and-
I gotta say,
They've
no,
been
I've
on
seen
features.
them.
They've been on
They've
features. But like to us, to the people that are on the
I can't remember
outside,
any.
to us on the outside, they could be best friends for all we know, and we just don't know
it's
that.
their I guess their styles of rapping is because they're all about punchlines. Both of them are about punchlines and dropping like.
they
sick
got a lot of
punchlines.
similarities. They get like New York punchline rappers.
But
Yeah.
they're more about like they're different types of punchline because like Jada is more like
It's
hardcore,
yeah.
like put you in your face, while Fab is more like, yeah, I'm gonna dance around you with these pretty words, and you're not noticing.
But he's
I'm
still got
flowing.
bars.
But they're both metaphor
But
rappers.
he still
right?
got
I mean,
he
it's
still got
punch-
bars. Fab still got bars.
Fab will put some people on.
Matter of fact, Fab,
that Desert Storm, you know.
So Fab at this point has been like for like the last 10 years has been more of a mixtape rapper, and his mixtape shit has been, to me, better than his commercial. Like
don't
his
know,
actual
dude.
street albums, like the Street Dreams album was I.
But
he
Fab's
had a
always
couple-
been like a mixtape person because like when we were in high school,
With
there's
Paul
been more a lot
Kane.
of we had. Think about all the DJ Clues, all the Desert
Oh,
Storm.
yeah.
Well, that
he was
because
on
DJ
it.
Clue put them on. DJ
Yeah,
Clue
he-
had
yeah.
the triple threat where they like him and Paul Kane and
Joe
and
Budden.
Budden.
Yeah,
Like that. You're right.
stack bundles.
But even that's what I'm saying. Even back then, it's almost like him and that's Brooklyn, like New York was on their mixtape joint. Same
Right.
thing with like a lot of G Unit stuff was better on the mixtape. But I think Fab might even be like the godfather of mixtaping. Like he's
He's
like
good.
20-year run where his
He's good.
mixtapes, Soul Tapes, man,
But how do you put this?
Soul Tapes 1, 2, and 3.
They're good. How do you put? Well, wait a minute. Even though I'm not much. I'm a fan, but not as a big fanboy. But what about Lil Wayne mixtapes?
No, yeah, Wayne throughout he's had like those mixtapes for a while, you know.
But then okay, how do you put Jada and Fab?
Quantity wise,
How do you put Jada and Fab versus The Throne? And I know it's two different things. They were at two different stages in their lives.
or that from a collab perspective?
From a collab, yeah.
Well, I'm a Kanye guy. You guys don't. I mean, that's just more. The production is just on a different level when you talk about Kanye. Just a bigger scale. I haven't heard this. This is going to be more about the music.
Yeah.
We talk about the Fab and Jada because
The Throne is more like hits, shit that you can play anywhere. This is more like, and not to, and it's not like a hit, like a knock on it, but I feel like Jada and Fab is more like some shit you listen in your car.
It's rap.
It's rap.
Right,
It's not some shit you play at the club.
No, absolutely.
As
No,
a-
I don't know. They
have some
They
club.
might have some songs in this.
I'm
that I
sure they
might
have some
toss.
club bangers, but
But-
in the Throne,
No, definitely it's more like you're in the car, you're with your homies,
Yeah, and you just
you're
put it on.
bumping this to your spot. You're getting this.
Yeah.
You're getting lit.
Exactly.
Let me look this up. Let me see if it's on Spotify. Because if it's not on Spotify, I
It's
don't
on
listen to
Spotify.
it.
it's on Spotify.
And if it doesn't hit
It's
Rap
on Gplay,
Caviar,
too.
It's on G Play.
Can I tell Hey Google to play it, or will they?
Well, not on your phone.
Nah,
But
it'll
I
play
put
on
it-
my
but
phone.
don't-
But Fab also had the summertime
download
shootouts.
Yeah.
That was after the Soul Tapes. The
Yeah.
summertime shootouts. Those were banging.
Yeah. And then remember
The OG project.
Yep. But
You want to know what's crazy? I still, I'm gonna look up Fabulous right now on
Wikipedia?
Spotify,
Oh.
and I can hear him spitting his name Fabolous.
that's the old school Fab, yeah.
Man, that's how I figure how to spell fabulous.
Correct.
Like,
That's what I'm
Because he was
saying.
because he was
I
telling
think
you
it's wrong.
because he
isn't
was
It is
telling
wrong.
you
That's not how you really
Because
speak.
he
But
was
that's the
telling
artist's
you.
name. So
Right.
because he was telling you. But like the only reason I brought up the Throne is like because
It
like
is
there's
Friday on Elm
two
Street.
they're big rappers to me, and like the only one I can think of is was it not Big Sean? Oh my God, who am I thinking about? I know R. Kelly and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yeah.
But that was like more like they're not rappers. One was like a singer. There's more like she would rap and he would just like sing the
'cause
chorus.
You
and
gotta think about like Jada and Styles P. They were always they were in the locks together, but they were the back and forth rappers. Like
Yeah.
whenever you got Jada and Styles P, it was basically tag teaming a beat. Like they were killing this beat, like passing around like it was like some
Another one I can think of is Bad Meets Evil, Royce the Five and Eminem.
Oh yeah,
that was a good album too, sneaky album.
Not even album, but the back in the day before
there
the
were
beef and after the beef, like Scary Movie. What was the song Jay-Z bought from Royce? That everybody says Eminem killed him on.
Renegade.
Yeah.
So I feel like I like this because I like the collab. I want to see more of this. It's cool. Like don't get like I like it. Like
well, that's how you know that these artists this is more for the music because they're not making $1 million off of this. This is them to keep their themselves
reputation
relevant
alive,
and then to make good music.
Yeah. So it's like basically like Dipset coming along. Like yes, they're gonna sell out concerts and all that stuff, but it's more to like because they by themselves.
Well, Fab has always been a tour dude.
Yeah,
like he tours fucking every.
Well, that's
like
how they
he's always
really
on
make
tour.
their money. They don't make money off CDs.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We've known this since Napster days. They've said it. They don't make money off.
This
CDs.
it's all touring.
This
They
is how
touring
you
and
contour.
merchandise and deal with coke and sneaker deals. And,
Right.
you
The
know.
only reason they cared about CDs is because the label was bitching about CDs. So if the label doesn't feel like they're selling CDs, they're not touring.
Well, and
as
it's
much.
also promo. It's something to
Right.
get you out, and
Yeah, 'cause-
if there's a new song out, you're gonna want to go hear them perform
and for all we know, okay, this dropped and it's hot on the
A
street.
Fabulous a concert would
And-
be dope because he's got like a catalog.
And that's what
Even
it,
Jada.
Jada has a catalog
yeah,
too.
and good segment because now you never know. Like
JADA.
early next year, they may go on tour
The
or
Lox
one or
were-
the
I
other.
think the Lox was on tour with Bad Boy.
Yeah,
They were on the Bad Boy
they
tour.
were on that Legacies tour or
Yeah.
whatever. But we'll
They're
look into that.
they're
Let's
super,
look
man.
into see if they're doing a tour. You know who's coming in Boston?
Who?
Well, at least Middle East next year about March.
Cameron, right?
Well, it's
no,
Cameron.
Cameron's on the 23rd of this month of December.
Right. Yellow Wolf passed.
Yeah.
And Big Crit.
Oh,
And then Talib Kweli. We talked about this.
yeah.
So there's a a southern rapper and then a big New Yorker. Like we look into
I
those.
guess
That's the wokest of the woke right there. That's like the woke
Talib
Talib.
Kweli.
Talib.
and Big Crit.
so he created Mos
Yeah.
Def. That's not a
And
bad group to go to.
Crit just dropped an album this year too. Like he just dropped it recently. That was pretty nice. Ricky probably didn't listen to it, but I glanced over some of the songs.
Yeah, you know who's another woke rapper?
I listened to the Moana soundtrack. That was fire.
That's fire. That's fire.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Fire.
It's fire, but let's stick to
Trolls,
hip
the
hop.
Trolls soundtrack.
You know another
Lit.
rapper. You know the rapper that's woke. It's not Immoral Technique. Tech Nine.
Tech Nine.
Tech Nine's on point too.
But you
Not-
see, I'm not about Tech Nine's flow. Like
does he have a flow? It's like
his flow is different. He has like that crazy fast, like weird flow, and I'm not about that flow. I don't know. It
Let's
doesn't
watch the
appeal
flow.
to me.
okay. All right.
To
each their own, I guess. But Jada and Fab, I give it. I haven't listened to it, but when I do, I'm sure I'll like it.
I mean, we're not making this a podcast about music, but hey guys, sorry, I got to be the one, but that Jaden Smith album was actually pretty good. If you haven't listened to it,
I'm not gonna knock
listen to it. Just give it a try.
I'm
just saying, it's to me.
Production,
he might not be,
man.
He might not be a good rapper, but the beats, the
hooks
sound,
and production,
the feeling,
hooks and production.
Dude,
right? The feeling of it was
It's feel good music.
His dad himself can get him like crazy production. So
Feel good music. Feel
the
good
kid
music.
had the first Tesla.
Yes, his dad. Fucking yes.
Yeah,
I'm sure he can pull his own money in his own way too. But
I mean, of course, he has a trust fund like
the Fresh
him and
Prince.
Willow. Yeah, whatever, man.
They're superheroes, man.
Speaking of superheroes, Elliot, talk to me about this Infinity War and Justice League. Like,
All right, listen.
No spoilers.
I'm not. No spoilers. Even though I know some shit.
How excited are you about this,
dude? I got a little Avenger in my pants right now, but like
just a little Avenger, Elliot. You got Ant Man
I
down
was gonna
there.
say that's Ant Man.
Ant Man.
Hey man,
It doesn't grow.
All right. I'm a big comic book fan. I like DC and I like Marvel, and I think Marvel's more commercially popular more because they came out first.
That's not even an opinion. That's a fact.
Well, there is, and I'm just giving you
backed up by
it's a
numbers.
fact. It's in
Their
my
movies do better.
They do as I think mostly because not mostly, but like
they're critically received.
And they came out first. And they came out first.
I think it depends on what we're talking about. Because if we want to compare them, I would say DC has more single known characters that are bigger in name. Marvel just has multiple characters that are known for all of them. Because if you think about DC, the first things you're thinking about is Batman and Superman. Those are the main things.
And
like that's it. You might throw in Wonder Woman, Aquaman,
the Joker.
Like,
you're talking about just as a
as a group, like a franchise.
No, but you're talking about as a brand. I thought we were talking about more about specifically the movies.
Well, about the movies, it's like it's not DC's fault that Batman has been on since like '88.
Why isn't it their fault?
Because they just.
I'm talking about this recent.
recent.
And I'm gonna tell you what. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because of Iron Man was the first quote unquote major Marvel movie in this movie.
It's really also Marvel getting their franchises back, their copyright back.
Yeah.
Because if you looked years ago, most of their stuff was split up by different companies. For instance, Sony still has the rights to Spider-Man, Venom, and I forget whoever. But like Marvel Studios is just getting back their rights to X-Men, getting back their rights to Iron Man. Like they're getting their rights back, and because of that, they're making better movies. But before, their movies was not that great.
But even before about which you're right about Spider-Man, like Iron Man came out, and then they I think had a better plan once they first came out with Iron Man. They're like, all right, this is.
They planned it out like 10 years.
Yeah.
They got like 20 years worth of movies.
Yeah, they planned it out like Phase 1, Phase 2. We're just about to end Phase 3 with Infantry War.
But they really needed Iron Man to do that. Because if Iron Man did not do that, I don't think these phases would have worked.
And then, Iron Man gave him a blank check.
Right.
Yeah.
Once Iron Man basically was the incredible success,
exactly.
it gave them the blank check. Then all of a sudden they can invest in the Thor movies that on by itself nobody was going to be excited
and
about.
That's why I think DC, they didn't do this on purpose, but because, Michael Keaton, what was the other one? George Clooney being Batman, and then this other things. We already had, prior to Iron Man in 2008, there was no Iron Man movie.
Right.
Prior to Batman,
No.
Dawn of Justice, we had like five
At least
other Batman. So we had seen that.
Adam West.
Yeah. So all these Marvel movies that are coming out now, we
R.I.P.
haven't seen. And I think I just think
Yeah,
DC
but
would.
just look what Christopher Nolan did with Batman before,
and it was good.
It was.
And
it was
good. It's a little bit.
I was gonna
great.
say it was unbelievable.
It was great.
fucking all time.
But the problem with that was, and
we
it,
lost somebody because of that.
yeah, and the problem with that is not not Christopher Nolan's fault. He was just making a trilogy. Marvel was making a fucking universe, like with point intended, because it's Marvel universe with all the movies. So they were making a universe, while these other DC movies were just being standalone. And they should have started with standalone from the beginning.
Well, that's what they've tried to do, kicking off with that Dawn of Justice, is to have a plan,
and they
Right.
and they
and
do.
it hasn't been as good.
Well, and mostly because
Dude, Justice League is already out. Are you more excited about
no, Infinity War. Don't
But
even ask. Infinity War.
Infinity War?
Yes,
is what it's
Infin-
called. But I feel like there's more buzz about the fact that Infinity War just dropped a commercial versus the fact that Justice League, you can go see that in the movie theaters 2 weeks ago.
You know why? It's because it's because Infantry War. We already seen the solo movies of Thor and Iron Man and Spider-Man, and we're about to see Black Panther. So now we're gonna see them all together as opposed to Justice League. Justice League is introducing you to the group, and then the stories of each group.
Well, the thing is, the movies haven't been as good. That's the whole thing. Like, I didn't like that new Batman with Ben Affleck.
Opinion.
Wonder Woman was dope.
Oh yeah, that's
Wonder Woman was really
that
good.
gave them a blank check. They
Yeah.
thought they could
Oh, yeah.
they could do that.
Wonder
because
Woman
once
was
Wonder
really
Woman-
good.
listen. And when we're saying they're not doing good, they're still pulling
Is
money.
Suicide Squad part of Justice League?
Yes,
It is,
Yes.
right? It was
Yes.
Suicide Squad was alright.
but and you see the reason why you asked that. You shouldn't have asked that. You should just know
And I
that
knew it, but I
you should
agree.
just. And I'm not. And it's not nothing against you. It's just the fact that when they gave you the product, they don't make it clear that yes, it's part of the universe. As opposed to Marvel, it's like yes,
So
Black Panther's going to come out with.
Well, not
with
just
everyone
that.
else.
The example to Marvel or the comparison would be like Guardians. Guardians was not a mainstream part of Marvel.
No, it was just like a side comic.
Matter of fact, when it came out, most people didn't even realize there was a connection to it. And you know what? They actually did a nice job of making it stand on its own.
oh yeah, if
That first Guardians movie didn't have any other than the Thanos preview at the end, I believe. Didn't have any connection. There were no cameos. Most of they usually do a good job of interlocking characters. The Guardians stood on its own.
yeah.
Well, I think it's also the fact that for like where I work, for us, we knew about comics for like I didn't grow up buying comics. I did more comics from what I seen on TV and like what we were able to get in the library and stuff. Like there's people I work with, they're older than me. They're heavy into comics. Like they're telling me Guardians like 10 years past. So they knew Guardians was already like it depends on where you grew up with comics. 'Cause if you grew up and also what universe of comics you get. Because you get the universe where you have the Lightheart, which basically is what we grew up with, more lighthearted Marvel versus what we had from like
to be
Christopher
honest,
Nolan, which is dark.
To be honest, I don't even reference the comic books. The movie to me is telling me the story. Like I am not the movies are already past my comic book knowledge, like way past.
yeah.
So
Right.
at this point,
That's
I don't
what I'm
care.
saying.
Like Infinity War is already chronicled. Like we know what's gonna happen if you base it off of the comic books.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that. I'm watching the movie, and I'm gonna be surprised if fucking Captain
Yeah.
America dies.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing. Like for instance, like
That was-
things
wait.
like,
No spoilers.
Wait, time out. That was a hot take.
No
bro.
spoilers.
That was a hot take.
there's like things like Spider-Man, for instance.
Mild.
There's like regular Spider-Man, Spider-Man Ultimate, Spider-Man this. There's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
60
There's-
different like
Well,
Yeah.
the same thing with Superman. Like yes, 100%. There's a million of them.
Bizarro.
right.
Yeah, there's you can go She-Hulk. There's you can go so many different places with the comics, and obviously you can't.
But the excitement level is not the same, man. We used to watch these in IMAX the day they came out.
Yeah, and I'm going eventually. I will see
What's the last one have you seen in the movie theaters?
the last movie
Well, of these, I guess, if we're talking specifically.
of the superhero movies.
Yeah.
Thor.
Ragnarok?
Yes,
I haven't even seen it yet.
I didn't see it.
the shit.
And again, I know it is the shit, but I just can't make the time to see it. I'll see it on fucking
But
Kodi.
that's different. It's different time.
I want to see it.
I like to say I don't know if it's time for me. I think it's just investment into going.
Okay, and that's all fair and well, but
because
I'm gonna see that shit.
Right, but like it's the same thing how I feel about Star Wars right now. Like Star Wars at first for me was really exciting.
Be careful what you say right now, bro.
Yo, shut up for a second. Listen, Star Wars is exciting for me.
No one's listening.
Star Wars is exciting for me, but I can't do Star Wars at midnight.
Oh no, I'm with you.
I'm not there. Like
I'm with you.
I can't go to this movie. Listen to it. It's like
I'm with
when
you.
we used to go back in the day when we used.
That was you're talking about a very specific, and I agree
scenario.
with you.
That's what I mean. Like,
but that scenario, it was also a boring ass fucking. That doesn't even count.
But no, it's also like time for us because usually when we are for like, Elliot went with probably his girl. For me, I would go with my boys, and usually when we all meet together, it's always sometime 11. Yo, I'll only do 11 o'clock. I'm not doing a movie at the movie theaters at 11 o'clock. Give me something else to do, dog.
We're old.
It's
not
not that
old.
We're doing a podcast at fucking midnight.
No,
it's 12:13.
But that's what he's saying. Like, I'd rather do a podcast at 11 than watch a movie at 11.
Like, give me something more like that. I'm in it. Like, I'm not sitting down just watching a movie. Like, here on podcast, I'm talking to y'all. Like, in my basement right now, and you guys listening. Versus like a movie, I'm just sitting there watching. Like, I can't talk.
The movie that put you over the edge is Rogue One. And
no, not even because the Star Wars one before that too. We also watched it.
I didn't watch it with you guys, but you guys watched it late, right?
Yeah, we also watched it late.
Force Awakens.
I had no problem being engaged for that one because it was a good movie. Rogue One was boring as fuck.
But we can talk about that like in a later. But that's like a big topic right there, though. Like watching movies late versus like doing what you do late.
Episode 7 was dope.
It was dope.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying the timing for it. It's also
you gotta get rid of that early. What do you call it when you gotta eat dinner at 4 o'clock?
Matinee.
Dog, give me the movies.
The morning, the early diner.
Man,
the senior citizen.
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
citizen.
But like to give my final thought. Yes, even I am more excited about Infinity War than Justice League, but I'm still gonna.
You shared the preview. You shared it on Facebook.
Yeah,
I mean,
I share all the previews.
He spammed it more than the across.
I share all the previews, but hey, chill with that. Across the board on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that shit. Anyways, I'm gonna see Justice League eventually, but I'm not as excited as Infinity War. It's just Marvel versus DC. There's no comparison. I'm gonna watch both because I like it.
That's fine. They're on my Plex. They're on my Plex. I got them. I'll queue them up. Watch them in a series.
You watch them over the holidays?
Yeah, dog. Over the holidays. You know what's big about these holidays? The shopping, my dude.
Hopefully not that big because the bank account, you know what I mean, needs a break.
Yo,
you're not like 21 Savage. I got 4 or 5 million in the bank account.
Come on, man. Man,
the more you got just means the more you spend.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Black Friday. I'm not a Black Friday shopper.
Nah, I can't do that. Like I did it one year. Waiting in line is. You know what I waited? The last one I waited in line for was the PS4.
You waited in line for the PS4?
Yo, that thing was so.
It wasn't with us, right?
No, dog.
Okay. We waited for. I remember me as with John. John used to be one of our guests like 2 episodes ago. You can listen to that with Danny. I think we went to Best Buy somewhere in Saugus and we got the PS4. I think you were there too, Ricky.
PS4?
No, the PS3. Sorry,
not Black Friday.
Nah,
I think sorry, it wasn't Black Friday.
I got a PS3, John. We talked about that on the other episode. I got it on a raffle, but I'm not gonna wait in line. I don't go out of my way on Black Friday, but I did do some fucking internet Cyber Monday shopping.
I did get something on Cyber Monday. I'd rather do Cyber Monday than Black Friday. Unless there's something that I really, really want as a big saving, but no.
My dudes, if you're listening to this, listen to this, right? If you're buying a TV on Black Friday, don't do it.
Why not?
Straight up. The TVs that sell on Black Friday only sell on Black Friday. They're specifically priced for that reason. They are not model numbers you're going to catch throughout the year. They're model numbers, like for instance, my brother bought a Samsung TV on Black Friday.
Like he went to the store?
He went to BJ's and got it. Right? It was on sale. It was saved. They was like, oh, save $200 off this. That TV, the regular model, has Bluetooth, has interactive remote. That TV, he got no Bluetooth, basic remote. that model he cannot find no longer in BJ's. That model is gone.
Sounds like a come up to me, man. Fuck Bluetooth. Fuck interactive remote. Give me the 200.
I get what Andres is saying. Like if
no, it's a specific.
It's really specific.
It's kind of a little bit of a bait and switch.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Like if you go out at 5 a.m., 3 a.m. to go buy that TV, it's because you want that specific one.
But it's just a little bit worse. Like they'll do just one thing that's a little bit worse.
As long as you know that, I don't feel like that's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Right,
as long as you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as you know exactly that what you're buying, then okay.
Right, but I don't think most people know that. That's the thing. Like people just see the TV on sale. And guys, think about it. The model numbers on the TVs are not the same between stores. The model number at Best Buy is not the same as Costco. It's not the same at BJ's because they don't want you to price match it. Just remember that.
I know, yeah. Last time I went, I woke up early. I would say 7 years ago. I went with my mom, and I got a 32-inch TV. Back in the day when 32-inch TV were
big.
What? Well, not big. They were what a 40-inch TV is now.
Right.
And was it worth it? I mean, the TV still. My nephew still has it. At the time, I thought it was great. I had a good deal, but the same deals I could have bought that same week for 50 more.
Right.
So then that was the one and only time that I ever did that. And from then on, I just did Cyber Monday. I did Cyber Monday.
Thank God for the internet, man. I got packages awaiting at my door from now till Christmas. Amazon's at the house twice.
You got that list covered?
Amazon, yo, listen, man. I feel two ways about lists. I am not a list guy, and personally,
me neither.
I've never made a Christmas list. I've been forced to on a couple occasions, and I'll probably have to do it again this year because that's what people do. They make a list, you give it to people, and that way they shop off the list. But I hate doing that because I feel like that's corny. That's me.
Just give them the money; they buy
it themselves. At that point, you're not buying me a gift.
They're demanding you to do something, and you do it.
Which I understand it because you know what? I like getting lists. If I gotta go buy a present for a nephew, I'd rather have a list to shop off for that way you know what to buy.
So let's say if your aunt tells you, "Buy me this toaster," and you'll get it, you feel as happy as.
Yeah, I don't. Again, that's different because it's an adult. But I don't that's the reason I don't like making lists because at that point it's if I wanted it, I would have already bought it. So why don't you just when you see something, oh, he'll like that, and then buy it for me? Because you know what? If I wanted that, I would have bought
a gift.
Cyber Monday, I bought myself a Google Home.
A gift is not something that if you buying someone a gift,
it's the thought that counts.
No. I'm gonna go different route from that. You shouldn't buy something that person needs or something that person will otherwise would have bought themselves if you didn't buy it for them. A gift is something that you would buy that person that's wow, I don't need this, but I can use this. And I would never ever in a million years would have thought of getting this for myself, not today or tomorrow, but this is cool. That's why sweaters and ties are a hit. If I were to give Andres
I think that's the opposite, man.
No. I don't. This
sweaters and ties.
Yo, my man was
but I don't.
You were onto something until you said that.
Stop. My man would say, if I was gonna get Andre something, then stop. Look at me. It's if I was gonna give Ricky something, he was gonna switch up the person.
No, because what I would get both of you guys being homeowners, if I'm not gonna get you something how would I say like power tools. I wouldn't get you that to Ricky because you would have bought that yourselves. I would give you something more of a gift, something special. No. I would give you.
I'm fucking with Elliot's train of thought.
You know what I mean?
But except I don't know where the fuck you were going with. That's why sweaters and ties are a
but
hit.
You know what I mean? Because
no, I don't. Because that's the opposite. Sweaters and ties are basically no thought, no personal.
I know. I
benefit.
My delivery
is just generic.
Listen, here's what I get. It. My message,
literally the opposite.
My delivery is wrong, a la Kevin Hart, but you get the message, a la Dave Chappelle.
Whatever. I didn't get it.
So here's what I feel.
I got your first message.
This is how I feel about it. I kind of understand what Ellie was talking about. Why get something somebody could get themselves? Get something that they would have not thought of that will help them out in their For instance, you're thinking. For instance, Ricky, you're talking about fixing up your basement. So you've been buying yourself power tools and all stuff. Elliot is not going to buy you a power tool. What if he got you something here's a coupon for a contractor to come to your house, or something you would have never got yourself that.
It's on the.
But it's something
yes.
that
along
may
those
help
lines,
you.
and I think this is the way. And by the way, I agree with you, Elliot, which is why I bet you people who have to shop for you hate you, which
Why?
is why they hate me, because that's not easy. That I do the same thing, and people who ask me, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" I don't know. I don't make a list.
Yeah.
If I knew what to tell you, I would have already bought it.
Exactly.
So don't worry. Like either get me
Just
something
surprise me.
get me something that you think
Yeah.
I would want or like, but I don't know what to tell you. The way I tell people is like, hey, if you can improve my life, do it.
Exactly. Like
But that is hard, which is why people do lists, because it's easy.
Right.
it's
So that being said, I've been told many times that I'm hard to shop for because I don't like to make lists. I make it hard for people.
just that's the thought that counts. Just give me something. Like I would hate. Like say if you were to Ricky or Andres, if you were to give me a gift, and if you got me DJ headphones because I DJ, I would hate that because that's some shit that I would just.
You would know you already have,
I would,
or would get
yeah,
yourself.
because if you know, let's say,
if you want,
yeah, if you notice that my headphones are fucked up and I'm DJing and I'm struggling, and if you got it for me, like, oh great, okay, yes, I need the headphones, but I would have gotten, even if you were gotten it from me or not, I would have gotten it either way. Like I would take base, like if you would get me like movie passes or something. Like although I buy movies, you know what I mean, something like that, like
I
a
get
gift.
What you're saying. See, I'm more of the general. Like I'm okay with somebody getting me something that I would have bought myself. The problem I have is if you get me something that I may want, but it's not sometimes a specific item I want. For instance, let's say I wanted a Google Home. You kind of knew I wanted one of these devices. Instead of getting me a Google Home, you got me an Amazon Dot, which, yeah, it's within the general idea, but it's not the same thing I wanted.
Andres, I think you're being too selfish there.
How so, my dude?
How would the person know?
Depends on who was giving that gift.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
if it was something really close to me, I'd be like, you know what? You lose points right there because then you
Right.
don't really know who the fuck I am.
yeah, like if someone really knows you and they know that you wanted that specific one and they got you something else, then yeah, slap the person.
No,
'Cause,
but
like,
it's one of those things where, like,
All right, so
even if it is they know that you're about electronics and it's a general good idea. It's one of those things where you just got something that you know you're not going to use because it's not what you wanted.
but how would they know that?
I'm talking about me. Like, I know I'm not going to use something like that because it's not the model I wanted. So now it just stays in the box.
it's a waste.
Okay.
Right, it's a waste. So it's bullshit money. Like, I'm going to give you a general idea of what to get me for Christmas. I might even just do the research myself so I know if I do give you a general idea.
So we're all on the same page where we're a pain in the ass to shop for because we don't want material things. Basically, we would buy it ourselves because we already know what we want. We want whoever's buying gifts for us to fucking figure that out. Figure out some shit I haven't already thought of, which is why people don't. I mean,
Hey,
that's why people make lists, man, so they
Well-
don't got to do all that work.
Well, here's the perfect
How many
example.
lists have you been given?
None.
None.
So here's a perfect example, right? Heather's thinking of buying me a Christmas gift. She has asked me multiple times what would I like. I gave her some ideas. First, one idea I gave her was a soundbar. I looked it up. Now, I would like a soundbar. I would personally not buy it, but if I get it as a gift, I would like that. You know?
okay, yeah, but
So that's something like that is something that I want. Don't really plan to buy it, but if I get it as a gift, I'm.
you're telling the
100% okay.
person to give it to you.
Right.
You're telling the person to give it to you.
No, I'm telling them it's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah,
get it.
but
for me.
you're helping the person, which is great. You're helping
It's
the person
my
out.
list, basically.
Yeah, you're helping the person out by telling them, "Hey, I like A, B, or C."
Right,
and you pick. I'm not gonna be mad if you pick B over C, but this is what
that's
I would
also
like.
like you picking out your own gift already.
Yeah, which is
Right.
fine. But I'm different from
Alright,
you.
so I mentally just went shopping and I bought each of you a gift. Tell me if I hit or miss.
Okay.
So Elliot, for you, I'm gonna buy you because I know you have relatively you DJ, you do music, you have the relatively new phone. You're a gadget guy, but you know what I mean. You have most gadgets you would want. You have your own. I'm gonna get you a projector attachment for your phone.
I see. That's something that I would never ever buy for myself. I would accept that gift. I would start using it I would. That's something that I would never ever buy for myself.
Which is based
Yes.
off of what you were saying.
That's
like,
a good
you know
gift.
what? Boom,
That's a good gift.
projector attachment.
Yeah, that's a good gift. Yeah, like
Dre, you just started a new podcast across the board. You got a podcast studio that's pretty lit. I'm gonna get you 2 posters for your studio across the board. Put them on the wall.
that say across the board. Or just
Custom, either pictures or something framed that's dope. Y'all just been virtually gifted.
see. That's to me.
don't know about
That's
that.
I would
Virtually
love-
gifted.
See, that's a good gift because that's something that you would. That's like the core for the studio that we have here, which by the way is pretty nice. It's like I would like that gift.
Okay.
Power.
I would-
so
I
that's
would-
that's how I like to give
But-
gifts.
but let 'em
that's
answer, let
how
'em
I like
answer.
to give gifts.
Let him answer. What would you think about that?
I don't know, man. That's because I feel like I guess that's a good gift. I don't know. I feel indifferent about that. How about that?
Why? Because you're not something that you want.
It's
You
not
wouldn't
something
get a
that-
daily benefit out of it.
Right,
I
exactly. It's more like
understand.
that. It's
Which
more
I
like,
struggle with
like,
that a little
for
bit.
instance, that projector attachment.
I could have
it's
flipped that
more-
around.
It's
I could have
more like
flipped
a
that
group
around.
thing. Like you bring, yo guys, like you could bring that
Yeah.
up to people. Like this poster, I have it up, and then we forget about it.
I would like even if you get me like even if you got me those.
Hey, is this just us basically telling our gift people to listen to this podcast so they can buy us what we want?
indirectly, yes.
I don't, and I'm not being. If I'm asked a question, I have no idea what I want.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, whoever's listening,
No.
I do have an LG G6, so get the right attachment for it. But yeah, I don't make a list. I follow some lists. I think Black Friday and Cyber Monday is
For
the start
kids,
of
you need lists.
yeah
For nephews,
yeah
and nieces.
for kids yeah. But I think like to go back to the beginning, Black Friday and Cyber Monday is like the first days that you buy gifts for Christmas. Like I know people that on Black Friday or Cyber Monday or this week
Done with Christmas.
they're start and they're done by the next week, and then those gifts are just stashed in their home and already like wrapped and just ready to be given.
All right. So, for instance, I did some virtual gift giving. To me, like you said, Elliot, it DJs. We know he just bought a new laptop.
Yeah,
We know he does. He has decent headphones because I'm seeing it on him right now.
yep.
So for me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna gift them maybe a coupon to some mixing courses. That's not something you would have done yourself. It helps you for your business that you do DJing, and it's something like you never would have thought of, like mixing courses. Now you're just taking your DJ level to another level, because if you do this, now you're top tier DJ.
Evolution.
One thing, and I'm about to just like counter you. I'm not saying that's not a bad gift. The one thing that I would never do, I would never give someone something that makes them spend money.
Right.
And that to me it's you giving me that. It's kind of now forcing me to then pay the other half to take the classes, which is great.
No, I'm not telling you. No, it'll be
A
like
voucher.
it'll be a voucher for the whole.
Okay, then that's
a
great.
whole thing.
Then
I'm
that's
not
great.
telling you.
Then that's great. If
Yeah,
you pay
no.
for the whole class, and then that's
Yeah,
great.
like it's
That's
let's say
great.
if a 12-week session, you got the voucher for 12 weeks.
Then that's great. Then that's great.
No,
But
that's what I'm saying.
I will accept that 100%, and I will thank you.
Because I know some Serato
Yeah.
guys. I know
Yeah.
I know y'all
Put this on the
New
internet.
York.
Don't make me go to school.
But
I
you
know y'all New York. I know some of y'all New York DJs still teaching those things.
yeah,
Talk to y'all.
that I would take. I just would never give Ricky like, oh Ricky, here's a 20% off to go to Disneyland next year. But then I was like, oh, okay, so now I got to use this shit. But then I got to spend however $1,000 to get my family over there. Blah blah blah. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't put that against you because now you have to like it forces you to go forth with my gift just to make me happy that you used the gift.
Right.
Dude, at my job, we give our boss gifts a couple years ago. And again, we rotate, and this one dude was in charge of it a couple years ago, and he bought him like $200 worth of gift certificates for this one burger restaurant,
Okay.
and a burger is like $20.
Oh,
Damn.
Damn.
So it's basically like 10 or 12 visits to this fucking, like, basically think about it like a Five Guys, but just
Sure.
a local restaurant. I think and this dude lives in Lakeville. So he was like, thank you. He's like, I go to this restaurant once a year. but you just gave me like coupons to go for 10 times. Like I don't really want to go, but
Yeah, so it's forcing him to go.
But
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like he kind of fucked up. Like Dave
Yeah.
kind of fucked up. But no, before we wrap this up, I want to ask you, how many people are you even buying gifts for?
So to answer your question on that, so Heather's family does on Thanksgiving. They put names in a hat,
Secret
and
Santa.
you get. It's not secret. So you could actually tell the person you got that you're getting them, but they don't know what you're getting them. They just know they got you. So we don't have to be secret about it. So you know who's getting.
So that way you only got to get one gift for the family.
Right, and
That's-
then
We do that the same way, but except we make it a Secret Santa.
yeah. So
Okay, that's
I don't
dope.
like the thing with Secret Santa is the one thing they didn't want to do is if you got your significant other, that's pointless.
Oh,
So-
we do. There's ways to do that, but we do that. We like my sister's in charge of it because you're right. That's basically what it comes down to. Is I only buy presents. I buy one for my family. We do it through a Secret Santa. Obviously, I got my wife, and then we got the kids. We all get the kids a gift, like nieces
Right.
and nephews.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't buy grown-ups gifts. I have never gotten you guys a gift in my life.
I probably only have like 3 people to take care of, and that's it.
I got you a gift for your like the baby shower.
We're talking Christmas, bro.
We're talking about Christmas. It's different though.
All right.
But that's yeah.
Have a baby. I'll get you a gift, Dre.
Have a baby,
Have you?
be a millionaire. What's that? Who's that?
50?
Okay, all right. Good shit.
All right.
Shit. You imagine if 50 to go back to Jada and Fab, if 50 in the game put out an album.
No, stop. Stop that.
Yeah,
Yo,
let's-
so
let's-
end of that.
We're gonna end.
We're
that.
all terrible at getting gifts
Yeah.
because we can't figure out what we want. So y'all screwed. Sorry.
You know what else stopped yesterday?
I want a Bitcoin. If anybody was to keep it note.
Fuck Bitcoin. You know what
Oh,
else?
you really? All right. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it some other time.
I swear there was episode 2. Nobody was paying attention to that Bitcoin conversation. Now all of a sudden, all right.
What you mean? I brought it up because I'm hip to the hip coin. Relax.
Hey,
I'm very hip. To
if
it.
you
Should have
want
been
to,
hit 4 years ago when that thing was cheaper.
anyway, if you want to hear
So,
more about
rest of the
Bitcoin, follow. Go listen to episode 2.
Don't listen to episode 2. Wikipedia that shit. It's better.
Wikipedia that too, or if you
listen
want,
to episode 2 if you wanted some enjoyment.
yeah, if you enjoy some funny shit about Bitcoins.
But as my co-host was saying, speaking of funny shit, let's talk about that funny game yesterday. Holy crap, Cowboys, huh?
Yeah,
You know what? I would have hit that. I would have said a transition. Speaking of trending up or down. Fuck Cowboys.
hey man, chill with that.
My
It was
man's-
a good win. Very much needed. Doesn't mean anything yet. Let's see how they do with
Nobody
the
watched
Giants.
the fucking game. Why y'all acting like the game?
I
I
watched
watched the game.
Dude, I watched the whole game.
I watched the whole
I
game.
didn't watch 1 second of that game.
Well, I mean, I was at
The
the beginning.
Celtics were on.
At
I did
the
not
be-
give a
But-
fuck.
At the
Celtics
beginning,
were only
now
on for so
listen.
long.
At the beginning of the game, I was back and forth with the Celtics and the Cowboys. Mind you, listeners, I am not a Celtics fan, but I was going back and forth because the Cowboys kept going 3 and out every fucking drive, and it was upsetting me. But
It was
they
upsetting
pulled it
me.
off. They pulled it off. Their playoff hopes is still alive.
No, they're not, man.
They
Let me
are.
just
No,
cut you
they-
off. They're not.
They need help, but whatever.
I'm
but
looking at Elliot right in the eyes. It's almost like you got to tell someone it's not your fault.
The Cowboys are still in the hunt.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
they
in.
are.
They
No,
just
they
put
are
up the
not.
chart yesterday.
They're
They're
not
still
in the hunt.
my
They're
dude,
not in
you
the
know
hunt.
what? You know what helps?
They're not in the
You know what
hunt.
helps? The NFC South
Got
has
three teams
sucks.
right now in the
No,
playoffs.
exactly.
That all have 7 wins, and the Cowboys have 6 with 1 game in hand.
and they all play each other.
So
So
they're
not
not
all of them
in
can win the same amount of games. So a lot, 2 out of the 3,
Cowboys are what, 6-6?
they're 6-6. 2 out of the 3 have to lose.
So 10-6.
So
They're-
and the second to last game of the season, they play Seattle with a bang up defense. They play the Giants next.
They lost to Philly.
I call that.
They lost to Philly.
We
They're
call
gonna
this.
lose to
But
Philly.
whatever. Let's just keep going with.
The Philly game's done.
All right, they're
Yeah.
mathematically live.
So
I'll give
let's
you
go.
that.
Let's
They're
go with.
mathematically
Let's go
alive.
with the tallies.
Don't let the man live.
I know, right, man? Let me
Stop-
enjoy this
stop
fucking
shooting
win.
on his dreams.
Fucking typical.
He was about to commit suicide like
Abs-
last week. For that
Literally, not
mean,
literally.
Bro, if
I give
anything,
up
man, that's love, man. That's me not trying to see him hurt himself
Yeah.
anymore.
Hey
Yeah.
man, hey man. But what was the
Speak-
tally? Andres, what's the tally
Speaking
from last
of
week?
scores,
What's the tally?
unlike last night's scores, Ricky, I'm sorry, you are in the bottom tier of 28.
Okay, what's Elliot?
Elliot's 32.
What's Andres?
I'm at 34.
Talking about successful picks.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you
Successful picks.
if you listen to episode 8, I believe one guy named Ricky said that Tyrod Taylor was gonna do what on this?
Yo, he showed up to be a superstar.
Oh,
I don't know if he did. I didn't watch the game, to be honest. But I did pick the
he
Bills over.
He did okay.
And my man Ricky was wrong.
I was wrong about a lot. I
City.
was wrong about Mitch Trubisky in Philadelphia.
You were wrong about
I was
the
wrong about a
Rams
lot.
losing to New Orleans. You know.
Well, but let's do this week's speak. Who's first? Who's first?
So,
We can't do yesterday's game because Cowboys
It's
won.
over.
It's over with. What do we got in
So-
the 1:00 games?
So we got Vikings at ATL.
Vikings. Too
30,
good. Too
30,
good.
dirty.
Oh, he's going
Oh,
with
you're
the,
going with
I'm going
ATL?
with the birds, man. Give me the birds.
Of course you're a bird.
Okay, what you got,
I'm going
Andres?
the Vikings.
Yep.
Texas at Tennessee.
I don't see how Tom Savage goes past the second quarter. Texans.
Texans. Savage.
Salvaje in Spanish.
Well, he has one of the leading receivers, so I'm also going Texans.
Okay.
So we have the team that looked like Kansas City and New York Jets at New York.
Jets play well at home. The Chiefs are a mess. They need to win. Give me the Chiefs.
See, Ricky, you've been going
What?
with the
Wait,
desperate team.
time out.
Give me the-
What did he say?
He said, "Yo, this man said the Jets are home. Give me the Chiefs."
Okay.
I was just setting it up. The Jets play well at home, but give me the Chiefs.
I got Chiefs.
Last time he did that, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Los Jefes. Okay.
I think McCown wants another year
No,
contract.
McCown's going to pass for 300 yards, but I don't know if he'll get the win.
I don't know. Kansas City looks abysmal.
Kareem Hunt hasn't scored a touchdown since like week 2. So,
Sorry, guys.
That's our little dog over
that's
here.
the little dog. Ellie
That's how-
keeps messing with him.
hey, man. What's up? Who we got next?
Broncos
Versus?
at Miami.
All right, so Miami got Cutler. They don't got a
I
backup
hope
QB.
Red Zone doesn't put this game on.
This is the trash game, bro.
God, I don't give a
Yo,
fuck about
let's be real. Every time we think there's a trash game,
It
they
becomes the
stop.
best game.
I don't
It's
know,
one of the
man.
best. Yo, we thought Green Bay at Pittsburgh was going to be a trash game. Whoop-de-doo, that wasn't.
Give me Broncos.
Whoa.
Nah, give me the Fins. Give me the Fins. It's at Miami. And by the way, it's a big Miami weekend. We don't give a fuck about college football, but Miami, the college team. So the city's going to be excited, so I think Miami's going to pull it out.
I'm going with the Fish also.
Okay.
We have Colts
Porpoise, man. Fish.
at Jags.
I-
Jacksonville.
I mean, Jacksonville. Week 12, we're still talking about Blake Bortles being good.
Yo, my
Jacksonville.
man showed up
Give me the 45s. Give me the Colt 45s.
Damn.
Have y'all been watching Jacksonville? They want to lose. Go back to the podcast review last
Yo,
week.
my man,
No, no,
my
no,
man
no, no.
Bortles
I'm
ran
just-
in 2 touchdowns. What are you talking about?
We don't have to go to there. We just look at the scoreboard.
Look
here.
at the
Rick-
scoreboard and my
Look at the
comments. Go back and I listen
Last
to the
week-
replay.
Last week, you picked. We
I-
all picked.
I pick Arizona against Jacksonville.
And what happened?
Jacksonville won.
Okay.
But listen to my comments on that, and I'll make the same comments again. Jacksonville is
Jacksonville
4
lost.
weeks in a row
Jacksonville lost.
to Arizona. No, they did it.
Yeah, they did. They lost with that kick, the 3 points.
Yeah, they did.
I don't remember. So I picked it right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, word. So then, yeah, I pick it again. Colts
Okay.
are beating Jacksonville. Jacksonville's not that good.
Okay. All right. Who we got
Okay.
next?
We have Bucks at Packers.
Yo, Brett Hundley's on point right now. Give me the Packs.
Yeah, give me the pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Packs. I think they want Aaron Rodgers back.
Although
So-
Jameis Winston's back too, so
Who?
Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Detroit
Damn.
at Baltimore.
Detroit.
Elliot.
I'm Baltimore.
Oof. I'm going Eminem City. Detroit.
Okay, 8 Mile.
So we have.
Just put New England.
You just
Just put New England.
You giving up here? Or we
Just
have-
put New England,
We're
bro.
doing New England across the board.
Of course.
Dude, that's not
All
a
right.
question.
Hey, we don't know Ricky over here.
I mean,
like-
Buffalo has played Brady tough. Actually, that's a lie. No, they don't. They don't.
The only time you might think of who to pick is when they face.
They play
Pittsburgh.
tough, but we always end up winning.
Yeah, so New England.
Okay, here's the trash game of the week. San Francisco at Chi-Town.
San Francisco at Chicago.
It's the Jimmy G debut.
Jimmy G.
Chicago has
Has-
out of those two teams, Chicago has too good of a defense to suck. So Chicago.
I'm going with the Niners.
Yeah, Ricky's gonna be like 3-9 this week.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with
Thank
Chicago.
God these picks don't fucking matter. No money.
This
on
is
them.
a good game right here.
Browns at What? Wait, say time out. What did you just say?
The
Browns at LA?
at the
So
Chargers.
6 weeks in a row, Elliot has been saying this is the week that they get their first win. So is this the week?
Reverse psychology. I'm picking the Chargers. Reverse psychology. I'm picking the Chargers.
The Chargers would be the perfect team because then whenever you think the Chargers should win, they lose. Whenever they're supposed to lose, they win. But it's gonna be the Chargers.
You're picking the Chargers?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, it's one of those things where you think, Chargers are making it in, and they end up not. So I'm gonna do Chargers because I don't think Flash Gordon is actually the god that people are making it out to be.
Okay, what's next? What do we
New
got?
York
next?
Giants at Oakland.
All right, so
Geno Smith bowl.
my God, Geno Smith. Let's talk about this for a little bit. If it was Eli Manning playing, it's at Oakland. Yeah, it's at Oakland. Okay, if it was Eli Manning playing, I would 99% sure I'll say no. Oakland's gonna win. I am not saying Geno Smith is gonna I don't know where fucking throw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, but it's a change. And Oakland has been bad, and they're definitely not having Crabtree. He's suspended, and Cooper may miss the game because of concussion. So the receivers Jared Cook and Seth
Are
Roberts.
you picking the Giants? Is that what you're getting?
Chill, bro. I am not picking the Giants, but I'm very slightly, 51% picking Oakland. It's just the Giants.
At Oakland.
It's and that's the only reason why
Eli Manning was crying in the locker room this week.
Dude, like you don't just bench the 2-time Super Bowl, man.
They did.
You don't just, but if you
Well,
do,
they didn't bench him. They asked him.
Yeah.
Because they told him he was going to sit down.
and he's an ultimate sport. He's a team guy, but don't bench him for Geno Smith. Bench him for Webb, the rookie. If
Will the rest of the team play hard for Geno?
they'll be the same as they were playing for Eli Manning.
You mean trash?
Not trash. They're just like Did you hear Ricky? I was listening to 98.5 the Sports Hub. By the way, we're in Boston, so that's why we're talking about those specific stations and all that shit. They were playing the snippet where Eli Manning was being asked about being benched, and everybody in the background, they're fucking having fun, swearing, and fucking listening to this and that. Yo, your boy, 2-time Super Bowl champion, just got benched, and y'all motherfuckers are in the back just like, yeah,
Bro.
sure, listen to that.
Bro, again, he didn't get benched. Let's not call it a benching. Stop. Let's not call it a benching. They told him you could start. You're starting the game, but we'll sit you down because they don't see themselves going anywhere. They're out. We all see it out, but they want to try out their other quarterbacks because you know what? Manning's not being there next year. They know it. Manning knows it. Manning's gonna be somewhere else, so they have to try out these quarterbacks.
I'm picking Oakland.
I'm picking Oakland because New York's not that good, and also because Geno sucks, man. We saw him. We know who he is, and he doesn't have players around him in New York to help him out. So it's not going to happen.
Oakland.
Okay, got it.
Done.
What else do we got? Let's go quickly. What else do we got?
Carolina I wrote St. Louis. I'm sorry.
New Orleans.
L.A. Rams.
Oh, the Rams.
This is a good game.
The Rams.
Nah, the Rams again are young. I got Carolina.
I got the Rams. It's a good game, but I got the Rams.
Time out. Carolina plays New Orleans, bro.
New Orleans.
They play New Orleans, and I'm picking New Orleans. Yeah. Sorry for the mistake, guys.
Damn.
Carolina plays New Orleans.
I was looking at the next one.
Yeah.
The next one is the
Rams play Arizona, and I'm picking the Rams.
Ricky, you still got Carolina?
Nah, I got NO in that.
Yeah,
Breeze.
we're going NO across the board. Rams at Arizona.
Oh, here we go. All right, so that's the easy win for the Rams. That's Jared Goff. Put him in your daily fantasy lineups. Winners, winners, winners.
I'm going Rams.
Okay. We got Philly at.
Are you going Rams too?
Yeah, Rams.
All right.
Philly and Seattle.
Philly at Seattle.
The 12.
Yeah.
This game, I
the
hope it's a good game.
Give me the 12.
I really hope
It's
it's
going to be like
game.
one of those 10-7 games, though.
I got Philadelphia.
Give me
I got Philly.
Okay.
I hope it's a good game, and I want Seattle
Now,
to win.
this is the game that you're going to see fights.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh at
Bengals.
I'm picking Pittsburgh, by the way. But, yeah, fights.
I got the Bengals just because of that reason. It's a personal matchup game. Yeah. Bengals don't got nothing to play for except to be Pittsburgh. And Burfict is not suspended, So he's going to
He's
start
gonna-
the
he's
game.
gonna- he's gonna
I
get
don't think he's
suspended.
going to finish the game, but he will be in there. I'm just hoping for the health of fucking Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. Let's
Killer bees.
I'm
Yeah.
going with Pittsburgh.
All right.
I'm not going to wish nothing on anybody.
All right.
But if Brown happens to go down, we do know who the next man up. Senor Juju is Smith.
Or Martellus Bryant,
Smeister.
whichever one.
Yeah, come on. Let's be real.
That was good though.
Yeah, I mean that's our picks. If you have a problem with us, with them picks, come at us. Let us know.
don't at me. Do not at me.
Don't at me.
Oh,
Alexander.
you could at the Across the Board Podcast on Twitter, and we'll tell you our picks,
Yeah.
and then we'll see how wrong your picks are.
At Twitter, we're at ATB Podcast. I think it's at the ATB Podcast on Instagram. Across the Board Podcast on Facebook. Across the Board Podcast.
Subscribe on iTunes,
Yep.
wherever you're
Yep.
listening.
iTunes. We're on Google Play. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search us. Make sure you look for the picture with the microphone. Across the Board Podcast. Subscribe, download, tell us what you think. Keep it going. Let's keep this wave going. Episode 9. I'm in love.
All right. Again, thanks to Elliot, DJ Ness. Also follow that man if you need some things. You know, he does do
Some
private
cross promoting.
functions.
I like that cross promotion.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Yeah.
gotta show the man some love.
Big shout out to Eddie's Barbershop in Quincy. They give me a cut every now and then. I'm not looking pretty good right now, but attaboy.
Stop that.
Damn, bro,
Stop
that was a
son.
free one, man. You
That was
gotta
They,
I got a
they
free-
offered nothing.
I got a
man.
free cut, bro.
All right, whatever, man. My man Ness brought over that Remy Martin. Let's give it up for the Remy Ma.
Yeah.
And on that note, episode 9 is
Signing
over,
off.
guys. Let us know.
Right. Get up. Oh, this that Freddie and Jason. Smooth it out.
This that theme music. Some back on your Dean music. Flow Swiss, gotta put the top down. Drive by my old school just to make my Dean lose it. Always said I'd be a dropout. Yeah, only right, I'll bring the dropout. Look, and every day is first.